Annyeonghaseyo, this is meowmurai. Let's continue our game of the Crew Motorfest running on PC.
This week, the Motorfest Chase Squad gets ready to knock out all the rival racers, and you get to spearhead the chase. It's Chase Squad, deploy!
Wait, what are we doing? I think we were doing Drift Experience number 1.
Let's complete this playlist. Do the terms power over, faint entry, or clutch kick mean something to you? Okay, that might sound a bit technical, but technique is one thing you'll need a lot of. You're speeding to a Motorfest series of mastery and precision, the unique drift experience.
Jeez. Okay. Boy, it's gonna take a little while to get used to the, the way this car handles. Well, drift vehicles are a little different. Versus driving a vehicle that is not specifically made for drifting, but you still drift with it.
For a long time, drifting was illegal in Japan, the drift country of origin. The discipline has come
It's
a
definitely got a
long
lot
way
more
since
give
then.
than I
It's now one of the most impressive
was
kinds
used
of
to.
motorsports, taking place all over the world. As usual, the Motorfest brings together the best and gives you the opportunity to compete against them. A short container break before getting down to business.
Watching the drift experience video. Is that absolutely necessary?
Controlling the uncontrollable. Let the drift experience begin.
I guess that's yes.
Another activity awaits. No pressure, driver. Before letting you drift in the wild, the Motorfest invites you to try your hand-burning rubber on professional track drifting. It's your chance to gain a little confidence, and you'll never slide alone either. Your host came to Hawaii with her crew to teach Japanese street racing. She's a lover of drifting and didn't want to leave without giving a little masterclass. One of the members of the pack from the Made in Japan playlist. If it doesn't ring a bell, well, you know what you could do. The playlist is there waiting for you. first events are individual scoring events. And maximum points by drifting as long as possible. Hinata might have a tip or two that you could use. Waiting for you at the drifting track of the festival, the first of a series of 3.
No, why is that? Why is that all grayed out? That's not great.
Hey, Drifter! Remember me? Didn't think we'd meet again. I'm so happy. You made such a great impression with your Supra, Shingo even wanted to put the same dragon sticker on his NSX. Honestly, you should come and see his car. Otherwise, he might sulk. Okay, let's focus. As you know, drifting is a bit of a hobby of mine. My job is to coach you by sharing my favorite drills. It's gonna be so cool. My first piece of advice is simple. If you want to drift, just accelerate and drift. This may sound basic, but it's the key. Your Nismo is powerful enough to slide along on its own when you're at high speed, so don't be afraid to keep your foot on the gas. Once you start, the only challenge is managing your tire placement. There was a Ferris wheel here? And flying sharks too? I'm gonna stay here forever. New mastered skills. All the crew credits in the world.
It is fun to do, but I said these the specialized drift cars are kind of tough to work with. Although they are significantly easier, like in this game, than say versus something like Grid.
Definitely not your average drift experience. You'll just have to slide and let the wind carry you. You will be well armed. Let's move on to a leading European drift brand,
sorry.
BMW. It's one of the brands you see most on professional drift circuits. Today, it's going to be the M5 Drift Edition for you. It holds the world record for the longest drift, 8 hours. No one's asking you to go that far, but going after the series record is clearly on the table. second track drifting session in sight.
Wow, BMW. I love European cars, but I know almost nothing about them. Except that yours is a 953 horsepower, front-engine, rear-wheel drive car that supports its 1,848 kilo curb weight when it throws itself into a curve.
Whoops.
Anyway, you're gonna show me what it's worth.
These turns are hard in the game to drift on.
A little advice on how to link the turns? While you're in a bend, release the throttle, turn the steering wheel to change course, and hit the throttle again. This weight transfer allows you to change direction quickly. Your turn. You've got great feel for this. Get that combo. That's it. Nice drift. You shined like a sliding star.
Share the game? What do you mean? The Crew Motorfest? That's the name of the game. I think it's known as the Crew Motorfest internationally. I don't think they changed the name based on region. So depending on where you come on where you're coming from, it should have the same name.
Just like the car that's waiting for you there. We're a few.
Oh, what's on my head? You don't like my cat ears?
So how about I give you 3 clues and you try to guess the car?
I am meowmurai.
Ready? So riddle me this. What if I say butterfly doors?
That's the meow part.
I admit, the first hint was too vague. What about stainless steel bodywork? Okay, last one.
Whoop, whoop,
One
whoop,
of his
okay.
car sisters is a famous time machine. Finally arrived. I thought I was going to give it away. Don't worry if you haven't.
Every time I play this game, I
watched it yet,
keep thinking how
as you're
great
about to see it.
Oahu looks and how nice it'd be to live there, but then I remember how expensive it is to live there. Things are
one
not
last
cheap
thing.
there.
Avoid touching the cones. You might lose your combo. Good luck on this last track drifting event, driver.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Meow. That's a different way to spell it. Oh, what is this car? I didn't even look at what we're driving. Oh no. What is this thing?
Telling me they built a drift machine out of a
Why does it
DeLorean?
look like it was from the 80s?
Genius. No way I'm leaving this island without giving it a try.
Ooh, it doesn't drift as well as the
And this place
Nissan.
is wonderful. Okay, let me get myself
Kind
together.
of hard to get something going with this thing.
Good.
I think this is the only problem with the drifting challenge or the drifting playlist, is that it is basically just you alone driving your car in semicircles. I'm not sure how exciting that is to watch. It's really exciting to do.
Have you noticed? The faster you go, the more points you score.
Kind of how like tennis is a really fun game to play,
But you have Nitro for
but
sure.
maybe excruciating to watch.
As well as giving you a boost, Nitro can put you back on track when you're drifting too far on the edges. Master this, and you'll be a drift god.
Or same thing with pickleball. Somebody mentions that they want to play
Serious.
pickleball, I
At this
just
rate, you're
kind
going for the
of sigh and
eternal
shake my
drift.
head.
It's the driftway to heaven. Beautiful, but a bit high.
Like, I'm sure it's fun, but watching you play it does not inspire me to play. Ooh, turns getting tighter. Okay, this thing is not good at making tight turns. You have to have a certain amount of speed to drift.
Don't leave any points for the others. After this, you're off the beaten track, and it's gonna be even tougher.
Oh, penalty. Oh no. It's getting foggy. What are we in the clouds? Are we drifting in Silent Hill? Whoa.
Heavy.
Okay.
Let's see
Maybe
what
that
your
wasn't the
dance-
best decision.
I mean, destiny holds for you.
What is that vehicle? Man. It's one of those vehicles that really does look like it's made of polygons. Yeah, sorry, your Twitch username doesn't match your normal username, so I wasn't really sure what you were talking about. But I get it now.
It's now time to put your new skills to the test with the most traditional drifting discipline. The next events are confrontations with nature. Two toge time attacks on winding volcanic roads.
This is kind of a fun car to drive. It would just be a nightmare for, you know, driving to work. At least how it's currently built. Oops. So we went through all that trouble of putting those rocks there. I just drove right into them. Sun is setting. It's not like there are a ton of streetlights out here. I mean, there are some. I say I never like it when I go into an area that doesn't have a lot of lighting. At least if I'm not familiar with it. Then it always feels more dangerous than it actually is. Or you just drive into a ditch somewhere.
The Drift Experience series has its requirements, meaning that you can only drive a drift car, but certainly not a boring drift car. You're about to drift with a 1969 Shelby geared up in a KTM fashion. A jewel you won't find elsewhere.
I'm glad most of these objects are breakable. That's the thing which drives me a little crazy about Test Drive Unlimited is the number of solid objects that you may have to contend with if you get a little sloppy on the wheel. I mean, I say that, and I absolutely love that game. But you know, this one's not bad too. It's a pretty fun game. It's very arcadey, but it's fun. Wait, why am I here? Isn't this a race? Oh, okay. It's weird it didn't activate. I've got the Shelby GT500. Yeah, you know, I don't mind the air of this car. It's got a good look to it.
So let's get down to toge business. You have all the skills a pro drifter can
never
have.
mind.
Now it's
Maybe I'm
about
not a
being
fan of this
thorough.
car. Wow. All right. Yeah, that is hard to get a hold of.
You've already
Give me
been
back my
there.
Nissan.
What do you have to fear today? Sure, you were driving the best car in the world that night, my RX-7, but still, you were on fire.
Just the handling is so weird. It's so heavy. Feels like it's not really made for drifting.
Remember how to ride a bike? It's the same. Your eyes guide the vehicle. Once you've taken the inside track, look for the outside to anticipate the next move and not lose your combo. This descent can be tricky. If you want my opinion, no need to look for the perfect drift. The faster you get to the finish line, the higher your score will be.
Who's the record holder? 1.2 million? Yeah, I'm definitely not making that.
Swing that, Shelby. Even legends need to be roughed up sometimes.
Ugh. Back on there. Ooh, points.
Just a little more effort. You're getting better and better at it. Can't wait to see what's next.
What a win! The first of many, I am sure. After an old-fashioned ride, you might want to try a more recent car. It's a major Japanese supercar, transformed into a super drifter. The Motorfest teams put a lot of work into it. Camber adjustment in the front, 200 kilos shaved off the scale, but above all, it's got a 900 horsepower
that's a
boost.
confusing course.
Let me present one of the new monsters of the festival. The 2021 Toyota Super Drift Edition. This time attack is the end of the Toge segment, driver. Enjoy this last solitary moment.
Last toge dance. Same drifting song. 3 minutes to make the best score.
Yeah, why can't I do it tomorrow, Meow? There's still a lot of the game I haven't unlocked. So There's a lot of stuff I have to do still.
I'm just in love with what Toyota did with this new Supra, the 5th generation of a myth.
And actually, I should get my Ubisoft name changed to match the Twitch name. Like I said, I know it's confusing. I'll see what I have to do to get that changed.
Only 3 turns left on that route. Come on, you can make it before the end of the countdown. One down. The second. Finish. Cross that line.
God, I'm not gonna get very many points. That wasn't a very good run.
Intense.
I mean, we finished the event, but, you know, only because the threshold is so low.
No point looking for this Supra in a shop, driver. The only one way to get this Motorfest edition is to finish on the podium.
Wait, where are we going? It's just showing a straight line all the way through here. I guess I just keep driving forward. And eventually we'll hit that area. It's interesting the GPS broke.
Truth is, the Motorfest designed this drift experience to answer
Nope, nope, not
the
interested
one
in playing the
question.
minigame. No,
Can
thank
a
you.
drift car race street cars? Get ready for a duel of the schools. Drifters versus street racers. Your opponents won't just be names on a board anymore.
Which one am I going? I
They're
need to go to the lower road?
waiting for you.
Yes, okay. You travel along the coast, don't go to the mountains. It basically leads me nowhere. At least not where I want to go. Or not in a straightforward manner. So as I could eventually get there by taking the mountain road.
By the way, have you ever seen a Lamborghini skid? Well, you're about to. For this first rodeo, we're giving you a fully prepped Lamborghini Aventador with extra attitude. Not your average Lambo.
It's so weird the GPS broke. I mean, we got here. The Aventador. Is this really a drift competition? Maybe?
Finally meet our street enemies. This is gonna be interesting.
Oh, everything on the road, thank you.
Your drift car is powerful as hell. With so many horses, they'll try to run wild with every acceleration. So hold your reins tight. The street racers are just waiting for you to come off the road.
Oh, this is not points based? How is this part of the drift circuit? I'm not getting any points for drifting.
Big sliding coming on the left. I make a pretty good co-pilot. Maybe I can be useful. Expect a big turn sequence in now. Left. Then right. Don't forget the nitro if you slip too hard. It'll straighten you out.
I'm still trying to drift. I don't know why. It's just a normal racing competition.
90-degree angle. Prepare to take the inside track. See you in the next episode, Bambini.
Ooh, my goodness.
driver? You see how a drift car can challenge street cars now? Every turn you encounter becomes an advantage that others don't have. The next car belongs to a line of traditional racing champions, the Skyline GTRs. These cars were game changers in the 90s. Monsters created to win absolutely everything. The R34 you're about to drive is a worthy descendant.
Okay, Skyline GTR. A classic drift vehicle. Although again, we're not actually drifting, per se. But you know, this is more exciting to watch.
Second to last race, drifter.
You know, a race where, you know, some corners are made to be drift, but not where it is only drifting.
I'm running out of things to teach you. Maybe I'll just enjoy the show. Nostalgic for our Wangan moment. Whew, you already know the car. But this one, what style! You're giving the competition a real fashion lesson. When you manage to drift this bulky bodywork, it's just magic. for style or tight drift for speed. Your choice. Both are impressive in their own way.
Really?
Long slide incoming. Come on, you're almost there. These guys got their heads bitten off by the kaiju.
Congratulations, driver. On to the next one.
Okay, why don't we stop it there? This is meowmurai. You've been watching... Almost. You've been watching the Crew Motorfest running on PC. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.